In spite of Cyril Ramaphosa's new dawn, there are powerful forces in the ruling party that risk losing everything if corruption and state capture finally do come to an end. At the center of the old guard's fight-back efforts is Ace Magashule, a man viewed by some as South Africa's most dangerous politician. This is how the book Gangster State is described by the publishing house. It further calls it an exploration of Magashule's relationship with the notorious Gupta family and other tender moguls, government projects costing billions that enriched his friends and family, and reveals how he was about to be arrested by the Scorpions before their disbandment in the late 2000s. Penguin Random House says it notes in the ANC's press statement that there has been no attempt to substantively refute the allegations.
Penguin Random House is a global publisher. It's the biggest trade publisher in the world, and it certainly doesn't have an axe to grind with any political party in South Africa. What it wants is to publish books that people are interested in reading, and also to stand up for the right to publish those books. And in South Africa we have the most remarkable constitution in the world that defends those rights. The reason we responded to their press release was that we wanted to make it very clear that we stand by this book and we stand by Pieter-Louis Myburgh as an outstanding author. So, yeah, our response was disappointed that it just seemed to be such a shallow, not very well thought through reaction.
Author Pieter-Louis Myburgh is part of Scorpio, the Daily Maverick's investigations team.
He did an enormous amount of research in the Free State, around the country, interviewed a lot of people. We have a lot of documentation available of who he's spoken to. Obviously as a journalist, he has to protect his sources, but some of those people have said that if it's really important, they're prepared to sign an affidavit and come through. But also people have been given the opportunity to respond. Before we published the book, before we printed it, we sent Mr. Magashule 60 questions related to a lot of the claims that have been made in the book, and ample time was given to respond, and a deadline was given, which was very reasonable, and no response was forthcoming.
Gangster State is further described as an unflinching examination of the ANC's top leadership in the post-Jacob Zuma era, and makes the argument that when it comes to the forces of capture, South Africa is still far from safe. Mariska Botha, SABC News, Cape Town.